Hey there, Scorpio. Let's get into your November read. So we'll be checking your energies surrounding the month of November. Sorry if I'm a little late. Ace of Pentacles. There seems to be some sort of new beginning, a new opportunity. And in this card, I see that it seems to be guarded by something that you don't want to face, something that you're scared of, something that scares you. The High Priestess, there is an inner knowing or knowledge surrounding you. Whether or not you listening or have the opportunity to listen. You see how she's got her hands like. There's a balance in this card, dark and light. An idea that one seems to be working against the other. That's in the past. Okay, the present is the new opportunity. And how about that future? Can I get a hold of the future, please? Okay, I do see some sort of lack of strength. The 10, oh, okay. Some sort of control and lack of control. Like, I feel a Four of Pentacles kind of moment, where the more control you try to have, the less control you actually have. And it's kind of rocking you off of that big vision, that big idea, that goal that you have. The Emperor in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Strength card in reverse. So here in the future, it seems like it's rocky beginnings. I got the King of Pentacles in reverse also at the bottom of the deck. There's something, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. There's something that is set up or can be set up, if not taken care of properly, to block this future endeavor, or this future event. Let's start with the past real quick. What's this High Priestess here for? This card to me feels like not trusting your shadow self, not trusting your intuition, right? Whereas the High Priestess itself is the card of deep inner knowing, wisdom, and intuition. Like I said, this deck, she's got her hands crossed, like, no. The Queen of Wands. I have the idea of a self-serving, egotistical, selfish, self-centered, right? And in the past, that could be what's blocking you for the opportunity. I see the Emperor here in reverse again, and that Seven of Swords, that self-serving energy. Okay, so, don't let yourself guilt trip yourself during this month or during this path. Because if you see yourself in a negative light, well, I can't do this because that would be selfish, or I can't do this. I can't let go of this negative sense of self to allow myself to move forward. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so that's the Empress right there. But there is something holding you back. And it could be a relationship of sorts with someone else. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Time to be brutally honest with yourself, Scorpio. There is something or someone holding you back. Mainly at this time, what I'm seeing is it's yourself. And if you choose to do this selfish, self-centered thing, you might lose people along the way. Some of you seem to be perfectly content in that area or in that vibe in life. You know, you might not want to move forward. You might not want to ascend. This is just a dream. It's just something that, you know, I was thinking about doing, kind of like sitting at a crossroads. I was thinking about moving forward, but if the price is too high, or if the sacrifices are too much, then I won't do it. You know, um, if I see myself losing control or losing the ability. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, here with the King of Swords. I see in the future there's somebody that can match your energy, match what you're currently putting out. I see patience and the temperance, a balancing, a divine intervention. I see some secrets being kept, or something that is intuitively, there's a lot going on with your intuition this month there, Scorpio, and I see it stopping you from moving forward. With the Knight of Wands and the Moon card here, and your Knight of Wands is in reverse. So there's something that's stopping you from moving forward. There's self-brutality, browbeating. I'm downing or being down on myself. Maybe I don't deserve this new thing. Maybe I don't deserve this partner that takes me into consideration or listens to me. Maybe I don't deserve to be a vocal part of my job or my work environment. Maybe the family is right. This new idea that you have, whatever it is, this new idea that you have, it's kind of like it's a passion. And in the current energies with this Ace of Pentacles here, being guarded by this dragon, right? So this new offer or this new vibe and vibration is being guarded by something that you fear. So the thing that you most desire is behind the thing that you fear the most. There's the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is allowing stuff to fall off of your back, kind of like release or let go of these burdens or these things that are just too big to carry. And whether or not it's an external voice that's in your ear, feeding you doubt or a lack of inspiration or a lack of hope, whatever it is, or if it's just been in that area so long that you're starting to replay it yourself. You're starting to actually tell yourself the same thing that these influences or this job or this situation that you're bound to or desire, right, is telling you, and you're kind of like feeding yourself the same poison that they were feeding you, kind of stopping the progress a little bit. Just kind of flex on the bubble a little bit. See how far you can push it. And let's see if we can break you out of this. So the bottom of the deck, there's the devil. There's that bondage that I was talking about. So being able to free yourself from toxic relationships or a toxic work environment or a toxic family situation. Ten of Pentacles right there. Could be on the horizon, but it seems like there's so many little landmines to like walk around. There's your negative self idea or your idea of lack of self-worth. There is also the relationship that you've put in place that reflects this idea of yourself, this confidence, self-worth. It reflects that energy back to you. But there is an opportunity. So if you can free yourself from it, just like I said, just kind of take up space, take up, you know, my little wallflower Scorpios, y'all are beautiful. Y'all are fantastic. I see moving forward if you seize the confidence. There's the King of Wands right here and the Chariot. I see the ability to move forward if you step into your power, if you understand the bigger picture or your self-worth. Now, whether or not this relationship or these family members or this job will meet you where you're going mentally and emotionally and spiritually, whether or not they're fit to meet you emotionally, or you'll start to surround yourself, or you'll meet people that reflect this new idea or this new sense of self. I get a resounding idea that the crossroads, though, judgment. So the other end of the crossroads seems to be like the higher calling, the higher idea of it isn't supposed to drag you down or bury you in loss and regret or doubt. It's kind of meant to lift you up, but you have to be mentally and spiritually prepared in order to take that or seize that opportunity. I see a lot of work to be done here, Scorpio. I don't think you get it all done in 1 month. But let's start with the self-worth part. You know, the idea that just because I want to go out and have ice cream and this person doesn't want to go out and have ice cream doesn't mean that I'm not worth going out and giving myself the little pleasures that I think that I deserve, right? I don't have to mold myself completely to this aspect or these rules or regulations that this person, this job, this family, this situation has kind of bound me or locked me into. I am allowed to have ideas without feeling selfish or self-centered or self-serving. But I also see, okay, with the Hierophant in reverse, the Four of Swords in the upright, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, I also see that it's almost so ingrained in you that even if you do take this step out of the situation and into the bigger picture or the idea of yourself, there's still this guilt trip that you'll be able to feed yourself that because you weren't loyal to this situation, or you weren't loyal to this job, or you weren't loyal to this relationship, that there'd be this browbeating, this continued habit of uh, seeing yourself in a negative light. I see the high priestess. I see that there is this high priestess again. So the high priestess idea reoccurring and coming up again in the past. It's the past situation kind of bleeding onto the present situation and kind of influencing your decision-making skills there. And then even if it's not taken care of or mastered in the current situation with the current energies, it seems to want to bleed over into your future energies and your future situations, kind of making progress forward just a little bit more difficult, but easier at the same time. This Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so with the Moon card here, the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse, I get the feeling that what we're going through is this unseen subliminal messaging, subconscious idea, right? That we are not worth moving forward, even though we understand the weight of the release of moving forward, right? I want a little bit more on the Moon. I want a little bit more on this situation right here in the future. This divine intervention, you don't have to seize this opportunity. But as I stated, it's you know, okay, so the Ten of Cups in reverse. If you want to progress, you have to find yourself in the mindset that you're worth what the universe seems to be offering you. And know it deep down in your soul. Let go of the regret, let go of the pain, let go of the anxiety or the anxiousness, right? The browbeating and the lack of self-worth. You've got to be able to release it. You've got to be able to let it go. I see the Empress here, denoting that there are seeds. There is the energy to create and enjoy in peace and prosperity. There's the Six of Wands. Okay. And the Five of Swords. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, but the Six of Wands here in the upright. Seems like, again, even though it's not as you envisioned, like they're, so I'm not moving towards the Ten of Cups, but I have more capacity to reach something similar if I let go of this thing that I envisioned my self-worth to be attached to, right? Or this goal to be attached to. Like the lobster kind of shedding its, molting its skin, molting its shell. Like when the opportunity arises and it gets just a little bit too big, it's gotta shed the ideas. It's gotta shed that thing that was restricting it. And it comes out and it's just a little bit soft and insecure and scared because it doesn't have all of those things that are meant to keep it safe. It's not surrounded by the same things. So it's a little insecure and wants to hide under a rock, and that's perfectly okay as long as we don't stay under that rock or under that idea that we have made the gravest mistake. No, we have grown into our potential. We have shed the thing that was stopping our potential, and we're going through a phase of hardening or comprehending our new size or new ability or new capacity in the month of November. Now, how difficult that will be for you, how dangerous that will be for you, or those of you that, might not even choose to take that route. The energy is there for growth, and celebrate the small victories because it's your way forward. Fueling that faith, that fire, that ability without having these negative connotations, this negative self-talk, this idea that I'm only worth what I have now, right? All right, Scorpio, that's all I have for you this month. And until next time, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.